So we are still currently waiting to see if the Packers and Jordan Love are, going to come to some kind of agreement and sign a massive contract for Jordan Love to probably become one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL. It's currently May 20th, the first day of Packers OTAs, and we have not gotten any more news about what is going on between the Packers and Jordan Love. We know they have been having discussions for the past few months. Gutekunst, Packers GM, made that clear a couple months ago when speaking with reporters. And so we're still just sort of sitting here waiting, wondering if any news is going to come out soon, because in light of Jared Goff getting his big deal, you would assume that maybe changed something in the Packers discussions. Maybe Jordan Love and his team now think that he should get at least Jared Goff money. And so I feel like, sometime soon we'll see a deal, at least before the season starts. That's what I'm thinking. But it could happen here during OTAs. You never know. But I want to share here what Sports Illustrated reporter Albert Breer had to say. This was posted 2 days ago on the Rich Eisen Show YouTube channel. And I really enjoy reading what Albert Breer has to say. He's been a reporter for a while, and he has tons of context in the NFL, and so I always find his opinion pretty valuable. I'm going to share this short clip about what he thinks when it comes to what QB contracts could happen next, and he touches on Jordan Love. So here we go.
Contract.
Who's next then? Who's next up? Is it Tua? Is he next up?
If I had to guess, I'd say Jordan Love. I don't think it'll be Dak, because things always take a while with the Cowboys, So I would say it would either be Tua or Jordan Love. I don't know why I just have this feeling that Jordan Love will be sooner. I just do. The Packers have always been aggressive in getting in front of these things. They had a negotiation with him last year. I just think that they planned for this, and this is something that they have been, I think, open with his people, that they wanted to get something done throughout this offseason. So my guess would be Jordan Love would be the next one, but Tua could certainly happen first. And the interesting thing about Tua is they've been planning for it too. And if you look at like some of the things they've done, letting Christian Wilkins walk, cutting Jerome Baker, cutting Xavier Howard, they've done a lot of things to clear the decks for Tua to get a big second contract. So I think both of those will get done, maybe right around the beginning of training camp or maybe a little bit before then, with the Dak situation probably lingering a little longer.
So what do you think? Do either of these join the $50 million APY club here, Albert? Because there's only 5 of those guys right now in the NFL, with Goff slated 2 in that regard now.
I think one way or the other, all 3 of those guys make it into the $50 million club. I just think it's kind of gotten to the point where it's the price of doing business. You saw what Kirk Cousins got, $45 million per. I just think even if like the compromise is, give us a break on the guarantees in year 3 or year 4, I do think that these guys are going to make it into that category. And so my guess would be, I don't know if any of those 3 that we've talked about will make it to what Burrow got. But I think all of them will be between 50 and what Burrow got. And, and I just think that's sort of where the market's gone. Again, like I think as good as Jared Goff is, I think, like those guys could look at it, and I think Tua could absolutely ask for more than Goff, because this is his second contract. This is his chance to hit it big. And he did get the Dolphins to the playoffs. And I think if you're Dak, you certainly ask for more than Jared Goff got. And my guess would be Jordan Love will wind up in that category as well.
So Albert Breer, his opinion, he just seems to feel that Jordan Love will be the next QB domino to fall when it comes to these quarterback contracts. And he also stated how he thinks that these will at least be done around training camp. So that leaves a pretty wide range if it does take till training camp, because we're now at May 20th. Training camp will be in late July, so that's still about 2 months. And besides these OTAs, which will take place on 9 different days for the Packers, and then the mandatory minicamp, which is 3 days, there's that big gap in time where nothing's really going on in the NFL. It's like the dead time where everyone's taking their final break until the season starts to come around with training camp, preseason, all that kind of stuff. And so if nothing gets done by mandatory minicamp, then it really could be the start of training camp where you see a deal with Jordan Love get done. And Goff did just get his deal done. So that's why I still think there's a chance that maybe during OTAs the Packers come to an agreement with Jordan Love. But we have to keep an eye on that and wait and see. But Albert Breer does seem to think that all these quarterbacks will make at least 50 to 55 million, which Joe Burrow is at $55 million. Jared Goff, this is per year. Jared Goff got $53 million per year. And I said it after the Jared Goff deal. I just do not see how Jordan Love makes less than Jared Goff. I think he's better than Jared Goff. Their numbers are somewhat similar from last season, and Goff, took the Lions a little farther than Jordan Love. But I do see Jordan Love making more than Jared Goff. So at least $53 million per year. And as I said before, I wouldn't be shocked if he made more than Joe Burrow. I wouldn't be shocked if that happened. And so it sounds like, we're still just in the wait and see, and probably just some random day we'll get the news that a deal is done. Could be soon, could be in the next few months. So if you want more Packers content, feel free to subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next time.